afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs, and we'll say classic cars today with Big Bo. And I'm doing something a little different. You know, I've been doing RVs and RVs and RVs, and I can change things up a little bit. So today I'm going to list a classic car. And today is a 1963 Chevy 2 Nova SS Convertible. Pretty rare car because this is the only year that the Chevy 2 was available in a factory-built convertible. And I've been driving it for the last little bit. I drove it down here to the farm. I drove it earlier to get lunch and got a lot of attention in this car. It is a lot of fun. And I'm gonna put it up for sale. Now guys, I'm actually doing this for Dad. This is actually his personal car, so this is going to be for sale through him, not the dealership. So if you're interested in this car, you got questions about it, you'll have to call him or text him on his cell phone directly. The number is 423-605-6747. I'll tell you what I know about it, give you my personal opinion about it, the details about it. You know, I know some about classic cars. I'm not going to say a lot, but for those of you guys who are more into classic cars than I am, probably going to know a lot more than I do. So if I fluff up or mess up on the video, let me know in the comments. But again, this is a 1963 Chevy 2 Nova SS Convertible. All numbers matching. Now guys, in 1963, the SS was a trim package. Had nothing to do with the performance. In 1963, there was two motors you could get in a Chevy 2 Nova. And the first one was a 4-cylinder. Second one was a inline straight 6. This is the inline straight 6. This is the biggest motor you could get. I know everybody here is SS, they think big V8 muscle car, but this is a smaller car. This is not an Impala or anything like that. This is a Chevy 2 compact car of yesteryear. Really cool car, guys. It's got a white top, in great shape. I'll put pictures. Let me pause the video for a minute. I'll show you a couple pictures I took with the top up. Hang on one second. So you see the top works great. It goes up and down great. You know, the paint has been repainted. 60-year-old car, so you can't expect it to be original paint. But it does look like it is factory color. Got the SS hubcaps. Tires look good. Does have a 194 cubic inch inline 6-cylinder, pushing out a whopping 120 horsepower. And I believe 170 pound-feet of torque. Don't quote me on that, but it's not no speed demon, but it's still enough. It's adequate, let's just say that. But it's not about speed on a car like this. It's about style. It's about nostalgia. It's about simpler days. Now, guys, I'm not going to say this thing's a show car. And obviously, at $18,500, it's not. It's a good car to get. You know, you can get too nice of a car to the fact you're scared to drive it. You're scared to let anybody look at it. You're scared to take it to a local car show because you don't want anybody to mess it up. Well, this is the, and I know everybody's got their own version of grading cars. I have mine, and this is the way I look at it. I want a nice car, but I don't want one that's too nice that I'm afraid to drive it, or one that I'm afraid to take it to, you know, to a drive-in show or a drive-in movie, or let anybody get close to it or touch it or anything like that. And that's the kind of grade I put this car at. Is it going to be perfect? No, but you know, this is a car that, you know, if you really wanted to make it a show car, you can sink a little money in it and frame off restoration and really make it nice. But you've got you're already a lot of the way there. And you can see the interior is all original. The AM radio still works. It is a automatic power glide, I think is what they call that, but it's automatic. It runs good. I will try to drive it later in the video. Fires right up. Seats look great. I mean, awesome. Top looks awesome. You know, paint, I mean, it's an older paint job, so I mean, it's starting to show its age a little bit, but not to the point it had to be repainted. And I mean, a good buffing and waxing would probably go a long way with it. And we traded on this car a while back. Dad put it in his classic car collection, and he just making some room for some more other ones. And And that's all it is. That's the only reason he's selling it. He's got a good price on it from what I'm seeing online. So what I'm going to do, let me find the keys in my pocket real quick. I put the keys in my front pocket so I wouldn't lose them, and of course I get here in the video and I have a hard time digging them out. Here we go. Cars were so much more simpler back then, guys. I seriously doubt we could build a car today that'd still be running 60 years from now. I mean, I seriously doubt it. That's just because they made them simpler, more durable. Yeah, they might not be flashy and all that good stuff, but you know what? Who needs all that technology and crap? I mean, this is a car just to get out on the road in. And again, guys, I apologize. Trying to do this one-handed, not having much luck. I may have to pause the video for a minute. Let me pause the video for a minute, open the trunk. All right, that's one of those trunks that you have to hit with the key with one hand and smack it on the top with the other to get it to open. But it does work, guys. It looks clean, spares in the back. You know, you got a little, you know, just a, I would say surface rust, but I don't even really see any. I know there's a little bit under the hood. I'll show you here in a minute, but all in all, it's not bad at all. But this was way back before you had a button in the dash you could push to open a trunk. Man, it's a pretty car. I love this color combination. You don't believe, to be as old as this car is, how good it drives. Now, this is before they had power brakes, power steering, but it's still easy, pretty easy to drive for an older car, before they even had interior hood latches. Pop this right here. And again, guys, one-handed trying to do this. All right, here we go. Under the hood, I mean, like I said, it's not a show car, maybe besides just a local car show, but all original inline six, so nobody's put a 350 motor in here or nothing like that. A little bit of surface rust on the hood right here. I don't think it's bad enough to hurt anything, but newer battery. Motor, I mean, the motor runs and drives great. I mean, for what it is. Not a bad old car. I mean, of course, no air or nothing like that, but, and like I said, it's just one of those cars that's nice enough to get out and drive, enjoy, and let people look at, but not so nice that you're scared to drive it, because you don't want somebody to put a scratch on it and ruin a $60,000, $70,000 car. Man, I love driving these old cars. I don't know what it is. I think everybody needs to drive an old car just every once in a while if they can, or if they have the opportunity to. It just puts things in perspective, puts you in just a simpler frame of mind. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute and grab my drone loaded up, and we'll go ahead and head out of here and take it for a quick drive. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. We are in this 63 Chevy 2 Nova SS, and I'm excited I can fit in this car because, you know, I'm 6'4", a little over 300 pounds, and even though my gut's pretty close to the steering wheel, I can still drive it with ease. Got lots of leg room, which that's unusual for an older car for me. Got the original AM radio, which believe it or not works. I mean, there's only a couple stations I can pick up, but it works. And of course, y'all go ahead and get the old Tommy Boy jokes, you know, big man, little car, out of your system. But man, love it. Really is cool, guys. And horn works, fires right up. I mean, it's carbureted, so when it's cold you got to pump it a little bit, but transmission goes into gear right. Let's get out of this grass. And I'm going to drive this thing one-handed with no power steering, which is not bad once you start rolling a little bit. Believe me, it's been a while, but I've driven plenty of vehicles without power steering. And don't let that scare you on these smaller cars. You know, this had been a full-size pickup truck or something like that. Yeah, that might be an issue, but man, that's what I love about a car like this. You can just see everything, not miss anything. Man, beautiful day, especially for a car like this to drive around in. Love it, guys. I'm going to pause the video for a minute, and I got to close the gate, and I'm gonna go on out to the main road before I resume building. Trying to keep this place kind of private where it's at. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, now let's pull out and let's drive her down the road. Like I said, 120 horsepower. Don't expect, you know, huge amount of power, but adequate. Shift's great. Speedometer jumps around a little bit, but you can gauge your speed pretty good. You know, a lot of times that's just where the cable might need a little grease on it or something like that on these older cars. It's really not that hard of a fix. And you put her to the floor, it goes pretty good. Transmission's nice and smooth. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of having fun on this one, guys. I like it. I don't say this very often, but I like this more than driving an RV. Especially on a nice fall day like this. Oh yeah. Guys, this is and I hope my camera works not too bad because I'm trying to drive with one hand, film with the other, but. And I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but if this is something you're interested in, I'm asking $18,500 for it. You can call Dad directly if you want to work out a deal with him. We can probably help arrange delivery if you need it. We've got a shipping company, get it to you. Come look at it, come drive it. You'll love it. $18,500. Don't call the lot. This is his personal vehicle. His number is 423-605-6747. Call, give him a call. And he will answer questions about it. Work out a deal with him. Like I said, it's his car, his personal car. He has a title to it. It does have a title. All that good stuff. So he can answer questions, any other questions about it. I pretty much told you everything I know. You know, even without power brakes, this thing stops easy. But yeah, I like it. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button, smash us a thumbs up, and look forward to seeing you here. Beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.